going right here? And can we finally cut the cord on power tools? Well, for those of you looking for the quick and short answer, I think the absolute answer is yes, you can finally cut the cord on our power tools here. With the advent of the Dewalt 60-volt tools here, we really have some good possibilities. And of course, for those of you who like the red tools, I know Milwaukee has some options as well. Personally not familiar with the blue brand Makita, that is not that common around here. But the red and yellow certainly are, and of course I've got the yellow brand here. So for yellow brand, I've got a 60-volt sawzall here. Actually, I haven't used that much. Sawzall is really, it's one of those tools when you need one, but when you don't, there's better tools to be had. So also got a 60-volt circular saw here. This thing is a beast, and I highly recommend this. I've cut lots and lots of plywood with this, boards, 2x4s, 2x6s. Even gotten into a few 4x4s with it. Obviously, it doesn't have the cut depth for a 4x4. You got to cut twice, but that's regardless. Grinder here as well. I've got the 60-volt grinder. This thing's an absolute beast as well. Really like these tools. And the nice thing about these batteries, pull this off here, I think Dewalt did a really good job making it so you can put these in your 20-volt tools. So this STS hammer here, for example, is 20 volt, and I can use that battery here. Pull that back off. So this way I can have one battery, a very expensive battery I might add, that runs all my tools. I don't have to worry about it. Obviously I've got some 20-volt batteries as well, but the 60-volt batteries are nice because, again, like I said, they're interchangeable with all of these tools. You of course need them for the 60-volt. You can't use the 20-volt with the 60-volt, but the 60-volt batteries here, you can use them with the 20-volt. Don't want that tough falling off there. And power-wise here, for those who wonder, by the way, with these Dewalt tools, these are absolutely comparable to any corded tool. I have never ran out of power with this here, using it properly anyway. Same thing with the sawzall here. This sawzall has more power than the corded one, believe it or not. Of course, the corded one's like 10 years old, but that might have something to do with it too. Grinder here, this is probably comparable to a 6-inch grinder. Compared to I do not have a 6-inch grinder. I've got I think it's a 9-inch grinder. So compared to the 9-inch grinder, no, this is not as good, but it's 6, not 9. So that would kind of make sense. Drills here, obviously the drills, these have pretty much been as good as corded drills for a while now. For those who've ever used any of the cordless, like circular saws or sawzalls in the past, at least myself, I've been less than impressed. I mean, they're okay. They've gotten the job done. They're nice in the fact that, you don't have to run the cord all the way out wherever you are, or maybe you're somewhere where you can't run the cord. So that's when they're come in handy. But they've never had the power. They've never quite got the job done sometimes. Or you have, it's just taken longer, more work, just not as easy. I think that has finally changed here with the new generation of tools. You can now get the work done just as well with a battery-operated tool as you can a corded tool. Something to keep in mind though, battery tool, these are heavier than the corded tools. And I think that is the one downside yet, and probably as years go by that'll change, but these are still heavier with the battery, of course. I don't know what this particular battery weighs, but it is not light. And of course the sawzall here is not light either. This thing is just like a beast. I don't know how much this weighs. It's probably 10 pounds with the batteries, so. Okay everyone, so I've devised a little bit of a test here. We got the corded Dewalt sawzall versus the cordless Dewalt sawzall. Again, this is the 60-volt one. They make 20-volt as well, and they might even make a 40-volt, I'm not sure, but 60-volt one here. And of course, one of the nicest things about the cordless tools, you can just grab them. If you don't already have a battery in it, slap a battery in it, good to go. The corded one here, I had to go get the cord, find an extension cord for it, which I don't know, you can probably see it on the floor there. I had to go get an extension cord, run it out. What okay, on a small shop like this isn't so bad. The cord's handy, and plugs abound all over the place. But in a situation where you don't have that, these really come in handy. So yeah, let's get started here. These are, I don't know if these are 10 or 12-inch. They're brand new Bosch blades here for wood. And we're going to be just making one cut on the 6x6 here. I'll do this with both saws. Make sure that doesn't hit there. Let's see which one's faster. So on your mark, get set, go. clamp that better. Perfect example of this right here. Plan A didn't work with the clamps, obviously, so we're going to go with Plan B. Screws. And just like that, grab my cordless tool, in case impact, put them in, done. Okay, let's try this again here. We already got maybe a half to a quarter inch cut in here. So let's reset the timer here. I'm pretty confident, even with this already head start, that the cordless tool will beat it. But let's we'll start the count here again. On your mark, get set, go. Time. Okay, that was quite a bit of cutting there. And wow, talk about getting jounced all over the place. Okay, next up on the contender list here, the Dewalt 60 volt. Again, this was a corded one. For those of you wondering which one this one is, by the way, I don't know. It's a DW304. This has 2 speed settings. I was cutting it in the high speed setting. This does not have any speed settings to my knowledge, just on or off, that's it. So, there we go. On your mark, get set, go. Okay, everyone, kind of hard to tell. I'll have to go back and look at the footage, see what kind of time we got, but I'm almost positive here, without even chance, that this Dewalt here, the 60 volt cordless one, just trounced all over the corded one here. One, it was a lot better cutting experience. That one there just like jounces you all over the place. Where this one wasn't quite so bad. I did get a little bit in here where I got into it a little good there, and it started doing it a little bit, but this one was definitely a lot smoother cut. Again, same blades here, so no difference there. Okay, so everyone, on that note, I think we're going to wrap up this video here. If you have any comments or questions about this, be sure to leave them below. And like I said, I think cordless tools have finally gotten to the point where they are as good or almost as good as corded tools. There might be a few minor exceptions to that. You can, of course, get table saws with these batteries on them. Chop saws with these batteries on them. I myself don't have any of those tools yet, kind of on the wish list, but those are a little more expensive items, and at least for what I do at the moment, I can run power for all my bigger saws. So, but yeah, these tools really come in nice. And as I was saying there, just for this video here alone, okay, I'm gonna have to do something different there. Screw that board down. So, quick, grab my impact, got a battery in it, good to go. Don't have to go get a cord. Any of that stuff. So really makes jobs nice and quick. And even in a smaller shop like this, again, where we have power available, it is a lot quicker to grab this than it is to grab an extension cord. Go find an outlet for it, that type of thing. Or even if you're working just outside the shop here, got to drag cord all the way out there. So yes, really like these tools. Highly recommend them. I have no complaints with the Dewalt 60 volt tools here so far. They've all been really good. Like I said, absolutely love this saw. This is like just a beast, a tank of a saw. I've worn it, probably has twice the power of my corded one. So the corded one isn't a Dewalt, by the way. The corded one is a think it's a Craftsman, I think. But anyway, yeah, the Craftsman, it'll stall out cutting thicker stuff and it'll get stuck. And Dewalt, no, it'll go right through it. Anyway, this video is probably getting a little long here. I was wrapping it up there. Like I said, comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching and until next time.